Hi everyone, my name's Kathy. Welcome to my frugality channel, Skint Living UK. Today I wanted to talk about a few different things, and one of them is feeling blessed. This week I've been really lucky. I've been to my local charity shop and I always seem to bag a bargain, and I got a lovely £6 bundle. And amongst that bundle was this little chicken box. I just wanted to show you it in pride of place on my little blue shelf that I've made. And I just think it fits in so well with all my kitchen ornaments. And it's in pride of place next to my chicken egg timer. I've had that timer for decades. When me kids were little, they used to get it ticking and hide it somewhere, and I'd be searching everywhere trying to find it, and they'd be laughing their socks off because I couldn't find it and it was doing me head in. So yeah, so I've got really fond memories of that little chicken timer, egg timer. So that little green box next to me OXO cube tin, which reminds me of me mum and me nana, it just fits in so well. So I'm hoping to have some happy memories of that little box too. I bought a little eBay purchase the other day, and this has taken also pride of place on my little shelf. I don't know if you can see, these are little geese, and they're just so sweet and adorable. It's on a little stand with a little goose cut out on the side, like a little, and if you look at them, they're measuring spoons. How sweet are they? I know there's one missing, but that's okay. Nothing has to be perfect, does it? And it cost me £1.15. I couldn't believe it when I won them, because there was another set up. Okay, there was the 4 on it, and they were £32. So when I won that for £1.15, I think the postage was £3. Yeah, £3.38. So altogether, it was less than a £5. And I just think they're so sweet. They're really adorable, and it really fits in. And I was thinking to myself, I just seem to have a lot of bird things. Looking around my kitchen, I was thinking, oh yeah, I've got owls, another chicken to hold me scrubby thing, another owl. I've got a birdie light catcher in the window. I've always got plants in front of them, always growing, propagating plants. You can never have enough plants. And over here on my dresser, I've another birdie there. Don't know if you can see. And a swan. Oh, there's my cat meowing at me. And yeah, so I just feel really lucky this week. It's been good. I've been decluttering the middle bedroom because, as you know, if you're a regular viewer of mine, the plumber's coming out tomorrow to install the bath, sink and toilet upstairs, and the room's full of all kinds. So I've been getting rid of bits and bobs, and as I was going through the bits and bobs, I found my Nasher figure. If you're an old fart like me, no offence, I used to read the Beano and the Dandy as a kid. When I was a kid, me, my mum and my sister lived in my granddad's house, and he used to give us pocket money on the weekend, and I always used to go and buy the Beano and the Dandy. And I bought this figure a while back, of 15 odd years, maybe 20, and I've had it for ages. And when we moved house in 2020, it just sort of got lost in the melee of everything. So I'm really pleased I found that. But I also found something else. I found 20 quid. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I knew I had £20 the other month, and I was thinking, I'll keep that as a stash now for an emergency, like the house emergency fund, in case like the ATMs aren't working or things go mad, because we're living in turbulent times, aren't we? And I found this 20 quid in the drawer, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I said to my son, I'm going to buy some Christmas stuff with that. So we have chicken for Christmas dinner because there's only the two of us now. So I said, I'll buy the chicken, a Christmas pud, the custard to go with it, a box of mince pies, and he wants me to get some the chocolate fingers. So I thought, okay, so I can do that now because I've got this £20 that I didn't know I had, and it might as well go towards the holiday celebrations. So yeah, so I've just like, oh, that's so good. So I found me Nasher, found 20 quid, got a good deal from the charity shop, and I got a bargain buy on eBay, and I just love my little chicken box as well. So yeah, I'm a happy bunny this week. I also wanted to talk about my video, the one where the lady was horrible to me. Well, she wasn't directly to my face, but it was. She said it to make sure I heard it. In Aldi. And I thought, oh, someone's just got delusions of grandeur. I can hear the cat meowing. And I just thought, so that's why I made that video asking people what they, and every single person who responded said no. Francophile, name's Kathy too. She says, on the contrary, I feel so lucky things I use. I can find in things at reduced prices. Yeah, I'll happily take savings wherever I can get them, which is right, because everything is just so overpriced, isn't it? Corporate greed is running rampant. The Tories did nothing about it, and Labour are doing nothing about it. They just let them do what they like. Jane Pennock says she really buys full price food, and when I do, it's from budget shops like Heron Foods. Yeah, good on you, honey. She says she uses the bread and butter thing, so if you look that up, it's like a pantry and they have reduced price food. My nearest one is miles away, so it's no good to me. But have a look at bread and butter thing, Google that and see if you can find it. And they collect food and they sell it off cheap so people in the community aren't struggling. They also buy, she says, I buy bulk food at reduced prices and I freeze them. Yeah, because if I find reduced price stuff, I always throw some of it in the freezer because I just think it's nice to have that buffer there. And she's saying the same as me. The price of food is rising every week, so there's no shame in buying reduced price food. So we're on the same wavelength, aren't we? And it saves it going into landfill, which is she's so right, because it's very polluting and it's just like it ruins all the area around that soil as well. And there's always runoff, water running off, which is contaminated, which pollutes the rivers and soil further afield. It has a horrible knock-on effect. A new lady's been recently commenting on my channel, Living Life with Duke, Jouk. She says, I buy a lot of food reduced and prep it for the freezer if it's not going to be used straight away. Good on you. So like at Christmas time coming up now, they always have the cheap veggies, don't they? Like carrots and swedes, turnips, potatoes, and that's the ideal time. Buy extra, cook it and freeze it, so you've got a stash of veggies there ready to go, and it saves us a fortune. So it's like they sell it for like 8p or 10p, something like that. So that's one to watch for next month. So yeah, very sage advice there. She says, what is it? I've saved a fortune over the last few years, so it doesn't bother me what people think now. It helped me save to buy a home and give us extra money to do other things. Exactly. She's moving her life forward. She's saving a load of money and it's helped her buy her own home. So at the end of the day, it doesn't. You don't need to bother what people think. I think when we're younger, we're more bothered about what people think of us and what they say and whatever. Like when that lady was in the shop and I was just like, yeah, you just want an argument. She's just like, yeah, I'm not giving you an ego boost. You're just weird. Heather here says you got a good haul there. I'm not proud if it's reduced and I like it. If I like it, I'll buy it. Yeah. The lovely lady Kirsty and our Heart Humble Homestead, you need to check out her channel. She does all kinds of stuff. She does pickling and preserving. She grows loads of her own food, and this is in the UK. She's got all, like the other day she did a cracker cinder toffee one video. And she's got loads of chickens, and it's lovely while she's talking. You can hear the chickens clucking away in the background. It's just, and hardly anyone's watching her channel. My views are low, but her views are even lower, and I think she puts an awful lot of effort into her videos. She does music and all kinds of things, whereas I just stand here and talk, as you know. So if you get a sec, check out Heart Humble Homestead. She's not affiliated to me. She's not asked me to mention her or anything like that. I just think it's a great channel because she's very talented. She knows all these preserving tricks and grows her own food and stuff. I just think she's very good. So if you get a second, check her out. Vinny today said, a too good to go bag, all M&S foods that I paid £4 for. So there you go. So looks like M&S are doing the too good to go bag as well. You got lots of steak mince reduced to £2.30 from £6. Which this is a great line. All the princesses refusing to buy food, reduced food. I salute you because it's more for us. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Lovely Jean, I absolutely do buy reduced price yellow sticker food. I actually bought several items. Oh, sorry for the, which are due to be used by today, which will be put to very good use. Ophelia said, such a pretty name. I don't see a problem with buying reduced items at all. However, I don't see many bargains here. Yeah, it's a bit hit and miss, but if you see them, why not? So she buys larger bags so she can freeze. Yeah, so she probably puts them into smaller bags, puts them in the freezer, and it's easier to use later on. So I think buying in bulk is the way to go, isn't it? If you can't find reduced price, just buy in bulk and put them into smaller bags or containers, like food, like if you had takeout containers, things like that. Reuse them and put them in the freezer. Make sure you label them though. And Wallace says, yeah, it saves it going to waste, makes sense. Yeah, obviously these people have more money than sense. No, you should never be ashamed of buying reduced food. Once it saves you money, especially in this economy, and two, it saves food from going to landfill when it's out of date and not being purchased. Yeah, so I think everyone's beating the same drum. Miss Mama said, yeah, gosh, that's so cheeky about that lady. How dare she? Probably her credit card is to the max and you're better off than her as your house is bought and paid for because you are frugal. Lovely Jan, I'll be honest, this is the last one I'm going to read now. Hope you don't mind, Jan. I will be honest, when things went perfect for us, I felt so ashamed that we had no money and we have to get our food from the community pantries. Now, there's no shame in it, honey. That's the economy. No, it's external circumstances. So the shame should be on the supermarkets, she said, who are profiting from people's misery. Exactly. The issue is not at your doorstep, it's at the company's doorstep, because all these companies are trying to siphon off as much money as you can. Over 2 years later, we're okay, we have money, just not a lot. So should I reduce food? Yes, you should. It stops food waste and helps people to survive. It means you can have a treat that you might not be able to afford. And what a horrid comment to make. We can all fall on hard times. People should remember that. Well, some people have delusions of grandeur. Jan and a partner was having hard times and she got herself out of it through using food from community pantries. So a pantry is where you pay either like a sub every week or every month and you get reduced price food, or you just turn up and you buy reduced price food or they deliver it. So there's absolutely no shame in using a pantry because you're paying for it at a reduced price, saves that food going to waste, and like she said, it helps you to survive. Because the government's not going to do anything, are they? No, these companies know the rubbish. Look at the Asda Rewards app now. It's not worth having, is it? They make out they're doing you a favour, collecting your data, and you get nothing in return. These companies don't give a damn about us. So there you go, lots of sage advice from lots of lovely viewers. And if you've got anything to add, drop us a line in the comments below. Please like, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon, and I hope you're feeling blessed this week too. I know I certainly do. Bye for now.